Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited for today's video. It is going to be my first update in my 2023 rolling project 10 pan. I don't have any products that will be rolling out, but I have made really good progress on some of these products, and I did my makeup so much in January, and I'm just super excited about that. Super excited about the progress that I have made. If you guys know, I was feeling so much Project Panners fatigue and just like makeup fatigue kind of. All of 2023 was not doing my makeup as much, but I have just been re-inspired and just so excited to be doing my makeup, and I'm super excited to share my progress with you guys on the products that I'm currently working on. So if you want to see what products I selected to start my rolling project 10 pan out with, as well as my progress, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, you guys, I actually do have one product that will be rolling out, but it's because it's like broken. It's my Essence Metal Shock eyeshadow, and the doe foot has fallen off. So I'm not gonna mess with this anymore. I am just going to throw this away. I'm not gonna count it as an empty because I do have over half the product left. So it is what it is on that, but let's go in order that I roll these products all in at the introduction. I do have a product at the end of this video that I will replace the Essence Metal Shock with, but let's start out with a bang. Let's start out with my Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. When I rolled this in, I had about half of this product left. It was weighing 32 grams in January when I rolled this in, and it does weigh 24 grams today, and we have made significant progress. I do believe I can have this as an empty for the next update, which is super exciting because if you are following along in my makeup rehab series, I have challenged myself to finish 3 primers before I can purchase another primer. I have been pretty much solely focused on this primer, with the exception of rotating a different primer in like 1 to 2 times a week, but I've really been focused on this and trying to finish this off. So I am very confident that this will be an empty next update, and I'm super excited about that. Then we have my Kosas foundation. So the reason I rolled my Kosas foundation into this project is because this does have SPF and it has an expiration date of July 2023. So I really want to use this up before this product expires. I did not have a marking when I rolled this in because it was pretty much, I don't want to say pretty much brand new, but it was full enough where there was no line of demarcation, and that is still the case. I did only reach for this, I think 3 or 4 times since rolling this in, and this did weigh 121 grams when I rolled this in January. It does weigh 120 grams today, so we have seen some weight change here, but this is a little bit deep for me unless I am self-tanning, and I have not been keeping up with my self-tan, so I need to get on it so that I can get some use out of that foundation. Next up, I have this lipstick from Tom Ford. I would love to have a lipstick empty this year. I really want to focus on getting through some of my lip products, so I thought working on a mini would be a good idea. This is how much product is left, and I was actually really excited when I looked at my line markings to see that I did make some movement on this. I knew I had been reaching for this some, but I was expecting to see little to no movement on this, so I was really excited when I looked at my line markings and there was indeed movement. This weighed 9 grams when I rolled this in January. It still weighs 9 grams today. It actually is a really beautiful pink shade. I actually really enjoy it, and it's a very comfortable formula. It's kind of like a satin sheen sort of formula, so it's not super matte, and I've really been enjoying that. Next up, I have an eyeshadow single. So I am currently doing a Pan That palette for 2023, as well as No Pan Left Behind, but I am not working on Pan Those eyeshadows this year just because that project was not working for me. But I still wanted to make an effort to rotate through some of my single shadows this year, so I thought I would use this project to try and pan as many of my single shadows as possible. So the first shade that I rolled in is this one, and this is in the shade Atlas, and this is from Terra Moon Cosmetics. I actually do have this on my eyes today. I believe I reached for this 5 or 6 times. It is kind of a powdery shade, so you can use it as a lid topper, or you can pack this onto the lid to be more intense. I see a dip, but I feel like there's still a ways to go before we are gonna see a pan in this. So this weighed 2 grams. Last update, it does weigh 1 gram now. So a little bit of weight movement, but no real significant progress on that. And I have a feeling that'll be in for a few more months. Next up, we have my e.l.f. bronzer. I am trying to actually empty this up, finish the entire pan. I had one bronzer empty last year, but it was a cream bronzer, and I had no bronzer empties in 2021. So it has been almost 2 years. It has been 2 years, over 2 years since I finished a powder bronzer. So I am bound and determined to finish at least one powder bronzer this year. Now, this bronzer did already have a pan when I rolled this in, but I know I have made progress, and now I have a full ring uncovered, as well as we're making progress. We are making progress. This did weigh 41 grams when I rolled this in. It still weighs 41 grams today. I feel like there is still a long ways to go on this. I am also working on my Tom Ford bronzer in my whole collection project pan. So once I fully uncovered the ring on this bronzer, I transitioned over to my Tom Ford bronzer just so I could try and get use out of both of them. But I will again revisit this in February. Maybe my goal for February is to really try and get closer to uncovering that second ring. I mean, if I could uncover the full second ring, that would be awesome. But I feel like on this side specifically, there's still quite a bit of product there. I feel like what I've noticed with this bronzer is like, it feels like you're gonna finish it really quickly, and it's like the slowest moving bronzer ever. So still a ways to go on the e.l.f. bronzer. For my highlighter, I rolled in my Bobbi Brown Pink Glow highlight. This is one of my favorite highlights in my entire collection. I think it's so beautiful. There it is swatched right there. I have been reaching for this quite frequently over the course of the last month. This did weigh, if you guys notice me looking this way, I'm referencing my computer so that I can give you the weights. But this did weigh 29 grams when I rolled this in. It does still weigh 29 grams. This is a baked product, so it is like a waffle pan, and I truly have no idea what this is gonna look like as an empty. I'm hoping when I show the B-roll, you'll see, like, you can see the waffle pretty significantly, especially in the center. But I feel like I have so much more product left, and I feel like in my head, I think this is, like, I don't have that much left to use. But then I could see myself come November, December of 2023 being like, oh my gosh, this still isn't empty yet. My goal is to completely empty and finish this off. So that's gonna be a long haul product. Next up, I have my powder that I'm working on this year. This is the Dior Powder No Powder. I freaking love this. I recently started focusing on this for this project. All of last year I was focused on the Kosas Cloud Set powder, and it took me all year to finish that. And I will say I do really enjoy the Kosas Cloud Set, but I think I like the Dior Powder No Powder even better, even though I know this is being discontinued, possibly reformulated to be a clean powder. I don't know if this is coming back, and I don't know how similar in formula they will be, but I am really enjoying using this. This does get hard pan. I've noticed, I think it's really just like the top layer so far for me that has gotten the hard pan, because as I've worked my way through the powder, I haven't had as much issue like in the center here where I've really worked away the powder. I haven't had issues with hard pan forming again. So maybe I just need to take tape to the rest of this, but I'm hoping when you see the close-ups, you'll see like there's good progress in the center here. I've used this just about every single day on my face, and I feel like I can start to see the waffle underneath. So very excited about my progress with this powder. This did weigh 68 grams when I rolled this in, and it weighs 67 grams today. So a little bit of change there. Next up, we have my e.l.f. concealer. This is so close to being done, you guys. When I rolled this in, this is where the line marking was. I have taken the stopper out. I haven't remarked this, but as you can tell, there's a ton of demarcation there. And let me see. I feel like I'm gonna make a huge mess. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there's really like nothing. Well, there's not nothing left. Like, there's definitely still product in here. I probably have at least 3 weeks left of use on this. I am hoping I can roll this out for the next update. This did weigh 20 excuse me, this did weigh 29 grams when I rolled this in. It weighs 26 grams now. So I took the stopper out, so that's some of the weight being removed, but I feel like I did make really good progress on this. This is primarily the only concealer that I used with the exception of a few days in January, and I'm just really hopeful that I can finish that concealer by the next update. Would love to roll that out just because I only finished one concealer last year and I would love to finish at least 2 this year. So that's where we're at with that one. And then the last product I have to update you on is my Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in the shade Tiger's Eye. So this is like a metallic brown, and I rolled this over from my Rolling Project 10 pan from last year. There it is swatched right there. This is what we have left. I've had some of you comment and say this doesn't sharpen all the way down, so I feel like I'm so freaking close to being done with this. This is also a really creamy pencil, so I do find that I am having to sharpen this quite frequently. I do have it in my waterline today, and I love a brown eyeliner in the waterline, so I wear this just about every single day. You'll see in my line markings there has been significant progress made since the last update. And I feel like it's just a couple more months and this will be an empty. That's the goal. This is going to be an empty, so super excited about that. That weighed 4 grams last update, and it does weigh 3 grams today, so a gram worth of use on that as well. Which brings us to the end. I do have a product that I will be rolling in to replace that Essence Metal Shock, and it is going to be my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Wanderlust. And if you can see, I'll have to mark this, but there is some demarcation at the top. Like, I feel like I've used this product a decent amount. These Stila Glitter and Glows dry up quite quickly, and I purchased this last year. I shouldn't have purchased it. I don't know why I did, but I do really enjoy this shade. It's this really beautiful, like, pink gold glittery shade. I can wear this as a one and done. I can wear this and then layer my ColourPop Super Shock that I'm currently trying to pan on top, and it's really beautiful. I can get a ton of use out of this, and I also feel like this is going to be really great for this next month in February for Valentine's Day, just doing like pink looks and things like that. So I'm excited to get some use on this. My goal will be to empty this out. Hopefully I can do that in the next like 4 to 5 months. That would be the goal with this, but I have a feeling I'm going to be working on this for a while. But my goal is that this will be an empty, like, fingers crossed, by June. But that is going to wrap it up for today's video. That is my update on the 10 products that I am currently working on in this Rolling Project 10 pan. I would love to know, did you finish off, empty out, hit pan on any products in January? Did you start the year off, start your panning year off with a bang? Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.